So now we're entering 2020, and I'm working at the police station. I'm minding my own business, keeping to myself here. Again, I told you, trying to be friends with this individual. I mean, he was a cool individual. So I'm like, okay, well, the relationship thing didn't work. Maybe we can, just be cordial and be friends. But again, he was still shady. He was still being disrespectful. And it's like, okay, nah, you just gotta get out my life, basically. And it sucks because his kids loved me and adored me, and I loved them and adored them. And it sucks because I not only have to leave you, I have to leave your children. Like, did you not think of that? Like, why would you even get me involved in your children's life if you didn't plan on it being anything long term? Okay. But I'm sitting here now that I've graduated. My next steps, my next goal is to go to law school. So now I need to take the LSAT to get into law school. And so I'm sitting here studying or whatever. Now my plan was to apply for it, I think like February. So from like December to January, after I graduated, I immediately started studying. I seen the requirements or things that I needed to, get into law school. And so I've been just trying to work on that. That was my plan. And I remember being at the job, and God was like, as I was studying, and this was actually February because I was done studying and I was officially ready to, pay the fee to take the exam to, get into law school. And God told me and I was at work doing this, multitasking, queen of multitasking over here. And God told me, he was like, you're too focused on your outer achievements. You need to focus on your inner world or whatever not. And at the time I was confused because I'm like, I think I'm a pretty awesome person. I mean, there's a lot of things that I can work on and that I, was praying to work on as far as my character. Like, I'm a very honest person. I've always been honest, but sometimes, especially before, my honesty was very harsh. And it's like, but it's true, but it's not how it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So it's like my delivery, my approach and all of that. It's like sometimes I can be a little cutthroat if I really want to. And I knew that was something that I needed to work on. And, I've been trying, well, back then I was really praying and asking for help to like really work on my deliverance and how I engage and talk with people. And so I was confused. I'm like, I've been working on myself. I've been, trying. I mean, I'm not a terrible individual, like, but I know I'm not the best individual. And I'm like, if you don't want me to go to law school, then what do you want me to do? Even though he made it clear what he wanted me to do, focus on my inner world. But what does that look like, right? What does that look like? So again, I'm very obedient. I'm like, okay, well, if you don't want me to, go to law school, I guess I'm not going to waste my money and go if that's not what you want me to do at this time. And so, again, for a very long time, again, I'm busy working on myself, working on my health, eating better. I had became vegan that year. It was a slow process. Like, I started slowly cutting out certain things out my diet and eventually became fully vegan. And so I really didn't know what to do. I mean, I was just focusing on myself, trying to pay off the debt that I've incurred from not working, which was a struggle, because I had a lot of credit cards. I ain't gonna lie, with some high balances. And so that's just what I've been doing. Now, at this time, I'm still living in my grandma's house. And so then I'm like, okay, well, eventually I ended up moving into my own place. And that's where things, again, I'm just working on myself. I don't know what else to say. Just working on myself, okay? And I'm a loner. Again, I hang out by myself. I go places by myself. I appreciate myself. I really like hanging out with myself. I learned I'm a great time. And I don't like everybody's energy's not good with my energy. Like, I don't vibe with everybody. Everybody don't vibe with me. Now, that don't mean I dislike you, but it's like I just honor and I respect myself and my energy. So it's like I was doing a lot of hanging out by myself, or I'll be hanging out with my cousins. And came August of 2020, that's where God was like, I'm sending you your husband to you on your birthday. And he said, but all I need you to do is work on a few things within yourself. So I was like, bet, you know? But listen, all I heard was, your husband is coming on your birthday. When I tell you, I was preparing and doing any and all things to make sure I looked good, that I was ready, and all that good jazz for when my husband came on my birthday.